Yo, what's going on, y'all? We have week, what is it? Week 11 to week 12. Back on program, man. Try to get these done. We're gonna recap the week 11 games, check stats, listen to Colin Cowherd's top 10 for this week, and then I'm gonna give predictions. So let's go ahead and get started. Titans Packers. This was Thursday night. Tannehill looked. This is a pretty good game for them. They look like a efficient, normal offense. They passed really well, ran the ball well. They look pretty good. Tough L for the Packers. A-Rod didn't play too bad. Run game couldn't get going. Cobb, Lazard, receivers couldn't just even get busy. Like Christian Watson with 2 touchdowns. He's been going crazy. He didn't really get too busy like that in the receiving game. I'm not really sure what the issue was. I can't really remember. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all do recall. We got the Bears versus the Falcons. I recall this being a good game. Justin Fields 153, 85 rushing yards. He had a touchdown. Montgomery had a touchdown. Ebner, he looked really good in preseason. Not really portraying it this season. This is his second game with in a backup role where they have had Khalil Herbert shine. And I thought Tristan Ebner had that type of potential. We'll see later down the road. I don't know. David Montgomery led them in receiving as well. Cordell Patterson 52 rushing yards. Algier 55. Patterson is not being used as that double threat he was last year. Now, I think it's because they have Marcus Mariota at quarterback. It was different with Matt Ryan. Not saying it's just Mariota's fault, but they're going to play different with a mobile quarterback versus a strict pocket quarterback. The offense looks totally different. I feel like they were better last year. We saw Kyle Pitts. Like, I think if Matt Ryan had this offense, I think this offense has the same potential, if not more, as the team that they had last year, offensively. But they have been playing pretty competitive this year. They were competitive last year at times too. Anyways, though, not too much to say about either one of these teams. Falcons look like they could slide into the playoffs. Eagles Colts, it was a good game, competitive game. Colts looking pretty solid. Hurts did his thing. There was some good defense in this game as well. Matt Ryan came out, no picks. Okay. Paris Campbell has been a nice receiving option as of late. Jonathan Taylor back at it. 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Not too much to say about either one of those teams. We know where the Eagles going. We're gonna see how they continue to perform. I'm actually looking forward to that. We're week 11. We got about 6 games left. Should be interesting. Zach Wilson is supposedly getting benched next week. Kind of odd, considering that they have a winning record. I understand. Why is he getting benched? Did he play that terrible for you to say we're going to bench our first round draft pick? Like, I could see if he's had a stretch of games where he's been playing terrible. Has it been that? What do y'all think? Play that terrible to say we're going to start over, because benching him, that's saying, okay, it depends on what Adam Saleh's philosophy is. Is it we're going to just bench him to prove a point, make a statement? What are we like? What is the exact reason for benching him? Like what are you benching him for? Are you trying to no, like what is it? Mac Jones 246-0-0. Damian Harris and Ramondre split carries. Ramondre led them in receiving. Another game he led them in receiving. It's different. Damian Harris did pretty good. Welcome back to him. Let's see. Commanders, Texans. Texans not getting blown out often, but they're just not winning. That simple. Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson have been looking like a nice duo. Logan Thomas made some nice catches in this game. Taylor Heineke just a winner. Davis Mills is supposed to be getting benched this week, upcoming week. So it should be interesting. Damian Pierce held to 8 yards. Season low. This ecstatic electric rookie was held to 8 rushing yards on 10 carries. That is tough. Wow. Rams, Saints. Shout out to Commanders. Look like they could be in conversation for a playoff spot. Matthew Stafford. What happened? Did he get hurt? for Bryce Perkins to come in. I knew Bryce. Why did Bryce come in? He started the game. I can't remember exactly what happened. Cam Akers played. Looked pretty efficient. Solid. Tutu Atwell had a big catch. Stafford launched that when he launched it. It's gonna be interesting to see how this offense ends up playing out without Cooper Kupp. Because they spam the ball to him a lot. So are they going to try to re-implement some of those plays with just various receivers? Is Allen Robinson going to break out? You know, I'm curious what's going to happen. Andy Dalton, 263 touchdowns, efficient game from Andy. Taysom Hill led them in rushing. Chris Olave had a big catch in this one. He's so consistent, man. Right now is dubbed the best rookie receiver in this class. But I do think that there's more potential in this class, more to more to look forward to as well. I don't know what to expect from the Rams, but Saints, well, either team really. 4-7, 3-7. I don't know what to expect from either one of them right now. What are we looking at? Browns, Bills. This was a slow game starting off. Looked very competitive. Then the Bills slowly started to stretch away. Browns came back and scored 13 in the fourth quarter, but Bills pretty much had this one tied up. Amari Cooper looked elite. Donovan Peoples-Jones looked like a good number 2 option. This looked like a ironic to say it, they look like Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis in this game. As far as the what's the word, solidness, I don't know. As far as how they played as a number 1 and 2. Chubb was held to 19 carries on 14 rushes. Wow. Josh Allen, 197, 1 touchdown. They ran the ball very well in this game. 86 rushing yards for Singletary, 86 for James Cook. That's pretty much what it came down to. It was just them running the ball. Odd that Josh, 197. It's crazy. A normal, I lost in fantasy. He only scored 15 points from me, but a normal game from him, I would have won. But tough. Like, I think I lost by probably 15 roughly. But Browns gonna be nice when Watson comes back. Bills already nice. They play the Lions on Thanksgiving tomorrow. Should be interesting. Baker Mayfield, 196, 2 picks. Deontay Foreman, pedestrian game. Chuba Hubbard, very pedestrian game. Terrace Marshall, I think he had a big catch in this game. Lamar Jackson, 209 with a pick. Oh, this was a defensive game. This was a pretty solid game. It was a defensive game from what I recall. DeMarcus Robinson went crazy. It was a defensive game. Then the Ravens just took over in the fourth quarter. I recall it. That was a pretty solid game. Panthers not a terrible organization. They're nice defensively. Got some good players offensively. I just think they need to figure out what they're going to do with coaching. Matt Rule looked like the option. His first season, he looked good. He looked like a good coach. And it looked like they were just missing a quarterback. And he got fired. And they didn't find a quarterback either. So now they need a new coach and a quarterback. So let's see how this all plays out. The Panthers, Lions, Giants. Lions with the upset. Stopped the run game. Made them pass. And they beat them. Justin Jackson led them in rushing yards. Pretty good rushing game from he actually started picking up yards towards the end of the game. Jamal Williams really was taking over, 3 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift got him 1 in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Daniel Jones, 341, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Saquon, 22 rushing yards. Tough, man. He had some good running backs this week that got shut down. Wan'Dale Robinson, 100 yards, but then ended up tearing his ACL. That is crazy. It sucks, man. Let's see what happens with this receiving core. Giants, I don't know, man. Solid team, but I don't see them making it too far in the playoffs. Solid team though. Lions, young competitive team. I don't know what their future holds right now though. Raiders, Broncos. This is a good game. This is a good game. There's some pretty good defense in here. Some solid offense from both teams. Devontae iced the game. 307, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Josh Jacobs just being him, man. Being him. Latavius Murray now the starting running back. Melvin Gordon is gone, fumbled again. Russell Wilson 247, Brandon Sutton 80. Both of these teams, man, in strange position, strange. I don't know what to call it, but they're good teams. They just not, their record doesn't reflect, especially the Broncos. Cowboys, Vikings. I don't think anybody expected this to play out like this. 40-3, just dominated. Tony Pollard looking like the best running back on the roster. Zeke is good, but conversation I feel like is, are they gonna pay him? Are they gonna keep paying him what they're paying him? Is the contract gonna get restructured? It's just from outside looking in, fan perspective. If you're the player or you're in the locker room, you're like, wait, man, I want him to get paid. I want him to get his money. But just outside looking in, curious what they're gonna do. Because he has a big contract. Tony is outplaying his contract, I'm sure. I think he's still on a rookie deal, if I'm not mistaken. He's looking like their best running back. So 2 straight games with 100 rushing yards. Third game he had 80 receiving yards and 80 rushing yards and 100 receiving yards. So Cousins, Dalvin Cook, he got busy. Dalvin Cook always does work still. Very consistent back. Kirk Cousins 105. Yeah, they got shut down. Y'all let me know your perspective on that game. Bengals Steelers. This is a pretty solid game. Joe Burrow 355, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Samaje Perine came in, had 3 receiving touchdowns off of 4 catches. T. Higgins, he balled out. They did pretty good. Joe Mixon was out with a concussion. Kenny Pickett 265, 1 touchdown. Najee looking good again, man. That's kind of how it was towards the end of the season last year. He started getting better. They got to figure something out, man, to build some consistency. George Pickens looking like the number 1 receiver. Pat Freiermuth, number 1 tight end. Of course, he's just very consistent player. Bengals got good hopes. Steelers competitive team, but they just not there yet. Especially with just at the quarterback position mainly. But we'll see what happens. Chiefs, Chargers. This was a good game. It's a really good game. Pat Mahomes 329, 3 touchdowns. Pacheco, new starting running back, 107. He did really good. Rookie got his first 100-yard game. Kelsey, Justin Watson. They spread the ball around. Still, they're pretty good even without who are they missing? They were missing 3 receivers, if I'm not mistaken. Still did pretty good. Let's see. Herbert 280, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He had Mike for a short period in the game. Keenan Allen played a decent amount, and Josh Palmer he did good, man. He went crazy, but just wasn't enough. I think they can make a solid playoff push. They're a good team. They just need their receivers healthy. Not only that, I think Joey Bosa is supposed to come back this year too, so that'd be good. And then last we had the 49ers versus Cardinals Mexico game, Monday Night Football. 49ers just looking like a explosive team, man. I don't even know what to say about them, man. Jimmy G 228, 4 touchdowns. Elijah Mitchell running the ball well. Christian McCaffrey running the ball well. Debo ran the ball well. I don't even know who Jordan Mason is. I like Tevin Coleman. I wonder why they don't bring him back on the active roster. Kittle balled out. Ayuk balled out. Like they utilize each of these weapons on their offense and just, I don't know, man. It could be scary. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. They have a lot of potential. Colt McCoy 218, 1 pick. Trace McSorley came in later. Greg Dortch led them in receiving yards. D-Hop. This is a team with potential, but I don't know if they'll ever reach it. I ain't gonna lie. Cardinals just don't know if they'll ever reach it. I'm gonna check out the stats. Team stats. Check out these stats. Yeah, I don't know, man. Cards. Passing yards. 3,265. So this is passing offenses. Everything about the same here. Nothing new. Bears worst passing offense. Titans, Falcons, Giants, Ravens, Texans. That's tough. That's tough. I don't think it. No, that's yeah. I about to say I don't think any teams have winning records, but they do. Some of them do. Rushing offense, we have the worst first. Bucks, Rams, Chargers, Texans, Bengals, Dolphins. Dolphins, they got a solid run game now. I think with Jeff Wilson and Mostert. Then they were on a bye week as well. I think the Bucks as well. They could, their run game could improve as well. See, Bears, best run offense. The Giants have a top tier run offense. Oh, Daniel Jones, I forgot. Okay. Defense. Yeah. Yards. Falcons. Passing yards. Falcons are worst secondary or worst passing defense. Steelers second. Cardinals, Vikings, Titans, Lions, Ravens, Jags. The best is the Cowboys. I didn't know that. Cowboys, Eagles, Patriots, Broncos, Bucks. These are some solid secondaries. We got some solid names here. 49ers. Texans up there is crazy. We got the most sacks. 42 for the Cowboys, Patriots, Eagles, Bucks, Chiefs. Chiefs up there with sacks. Okay. That's interesting. Rush defense. Texans worst. Bears, Lions. Who did the Bears play against? Nah, never mind. I'm thinking I'm wrong team. Worst. The best is the Niners, Titans, Ravens, Rams, Chiefs. Got a good rush defense. Interesting. That's very interesting. Steelers, Bills, Jets, Jags, Commanders, Pats. All right. Let's go player stats. Got Mahomes leading in passing. See, Geno still 70% completion. I think they were on a bye week anyway, so that's why he's still holding that. Man, Ryan back playing, so I think if Ryan was playing, he'd be in the top 5 for passing yards right now. I think he missed 2 games, so he could be in top 5. 10-9, that ratio is not good though. Quarterback rating 107, 102, 106 for Hurts, 118 for Tua. Who got sacked the most? Justin Fields sacked the most. Joe Burrow. Crazy how they did all the talking all season about Burrow fixing the O-line. I know y'all commented on the videos. I just haven't read them yet about that. But that's wild. Rushing yards. Derrick Henry. Oh, I didn't know you corrected 1,000. Okay. It's gonna be a tough race for number 1. It's gonna be between Chubb, Jacobs, Barkley, and Henry. It's gonna be a tough race for number 1. I think Henry might have it though. He has the best odds when it comes to consistency. That offense relies heavily on him, as well as their offenses too. But we know Titan. When you think of Titans, you think of Derrick Henry. Damon Pierce, Justin Fields, he's about to crack 1,000. That's tough. That's tough. Wow. Okay. Receiving. Tyreek. So we got 3 receivers with 1,000 now. Check this out. Oh, Cup is done for the season. Dang, that's tough. He was close to 1,000. It was right there. That's 2 more games. 1.5. Diggs, Jefferson, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle still there. I think these are the 4 best receivers in the league right now. Tyreek, Jefferson, Diggs, and Adams. Cup is there. That's that top 5 if healthy. But he's not healthy right now. So I'm just saying right now, as they're healthy, these are the best 4 receivers in the league right now. They're dominating. That number 5, I think it's a toss up between AJ Brown and Terry McLaurin. You can put Jalen Waddle in there too, but I kind of like how they're playing right now. Just a little more. Interceptions. Keenan Allen gets in a full practice. Mike Williams did not practice. CJ still leading in picks. Tariq Woolen 5. Von Bell 4. Hufanga 4. Jordan Poyer been at 4 for a minute. Has he been playing? I know. See, Marlon Humphrey got him 1 this week. All right. I'm not gonna look at kicker punt returns. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the Colin Cowherd's top 10. All right, so I didn't watch last week, so some of this the order might be a little new to me. We'll see. But let's get to it. Let's see who he has ranked in his top 10 this week.
Everybody's been selling their Niner and Bengal stock, so I'm feeling myself a little bit this morning, a little more intolerable than usual. Here we go.
He said they're selling their Niner and Bengal stock. Niners play good. What you mean? What you mean selling? Sell high, buy low. Oh, they high. Okay, never mind.
Herd hierarchy.
Time is now. Let's go.
The top 10 NFL teams according to Colins. Number 10.
Tampa Bay makes the list
Was on bye week. Okay.
because I think they found a run game, 161 yards rushing against the Seahawks. Now, they don't get big plays. 48 big plays all year, second worst in the league.
I ain't gonna lie. If they have a consistent run game moving forward, like they showed against the Seahawks, I believe we'll see a new life in Tampa Bay after this bye week. They're gonna be a lot better.
So you're not looking at the Chiefs or the Bills here, but there is a way to play in the NFC and win games. Aaron Rodgers not going to make the playoffs. It's going to be Brady. They've got back-to-back wins. They found a run game. They're getting a little healthier. They're 11-2 after their bye week since Brady joined the team. So I think they're getting better, and they found themselves Bucks at number 10.
Number 9.
Listen, I've been high on the Vikings, but I've also bet against them for 3 straight.
I think it's reasonable. As bad as they got beat, I think it's reasonable. You're still in the top 10, right there on the outside. I think that's reasonable.
Weeks. 29th ranked total defense. Only losses have been against Dallas and Philadelphia, and those teams are a combined 16-4, so they're losing to the right teams. But I think everybody saw this coming. They were winning a lot of close games. There are limitations at quarterback. Their defense has a better pass rush than previous years, but number 9 is where the Vikings sit this morning.
Number 8.
The Cowboys. Listen, it's a nice win. It was predictable.
Got them at 8. I think I put them a little higher, especially how they just beat a team that's playing that well. I just got to see who he has ahead of them.
Predictable. Their offense since Dak returned, he's been giving you 100-plus passer ratings. There's a lot to like. They have now a two-headed monster at running back. Very productive, and their tight end is healthy. They have a legit number 1 in CD Lamb and a great pass.
I've been saying that I think Tony is a starter. Am I really back? I like he said two-headed monster at running back. Because do I think Zeke is still a productive back? I do. I just think, for what he's getting paid, that money could be spent elsewhere on a roster. If we just go pay to value, it's just what it is. Pay to production. If we compared it to, there's another running back who's playing, like a starter. So, but two-headed monster is nice.
And Micah Parsons. I still believe. I think that Dak and the head coach in big spots can be liabilities, and that's why I have the Cowboys at 8.
Number 7.
Meanwhile, I think the Titans could be the best coach team in the league, not called the Chiefs. 7th win in their last 8 games. The fact they took the Chiefs to overtime without a second-half first down is just remarkable. They've missed 160 games. Player games have been missed due to injury.
They just win.
In the league, so
I ain't
they're
gonna
not
lie.
even healthy. They're 8-2 against the spread. What does that tell you? Is that they're totally undervalued as a team. They are tough. They're physical.
I agree with
They're
that.
the kind of team that could go to Arrowhead and you look up and go, wait a minute, why is Mahomes watching the second half? I wouldn't want to play them. They're always playing with house money. They never get respect. They're 7-3. Titans at number 7.
Number 6.
Philadelphia. Listen, they've held opponents under 20 points in 5 of their last 6 games. They've got a little bit of an interior.
He took Philly out the top 10. Tough. A tough one. I don't know. I mean, the Chiefs, I take them. Bills, I take them. Niners, I take them. I gotta see who else. Let's see who else it is.
Your D-line issue, and I do think when you face him the second time, you see him as the season progresses. There are some solutions.
Oh, the
to
Bengals.
this offense, and the real issue is they're not talented.
You take the Bengals over the over the Eagles right now. That's it's not a bad argument. Because I've said that. I said that the Eagles are good, but they are not echelon or tiers. They're not tiers above the rest of the teams in the league. I think they're in the same category with some of the best teams. I think because they had the best record and they started off 8-0. They did not just simply display that they were just. It was a stretch where they looked like they were possibly a tier above. You know, there's a gap. It was a stretch, but right now I think they look like they're all on the same level playing field. So
enough to give the ball away and win. The Chiefs are. Philadelphia's not. They've had 6 giveaways over the last 2 games. They had only 3 in their first 8 games, so they were playing incredibly clean football. And now, as we've talked about, fumbles are kind of random. Now they're losing them. They're on the ground. They're not getting them in Philadelphia. I have it 6.
Number 5.
Miami surprises.
I feel like I ain't gonna lie though, but I feel like the Colts are a competitive team. I forgot about Miami. I feel like the Colts are a competitive team. Nonetheless, not to make any excuses for Philly, but I do feel like Colts are competitive.
Team, they're 14-1 in the last 15 games. Tua has finished, so they're productive. They've got a smart coach. I mean, they don't make mistakes. 18 touchdowns, 3 picks. They don't make mistakes. Now their defense, it's pretty average, and that in the end is, I think, this is a flashy, fun, explosive team. But I trust the Bills' defense to make big plays. I trust Cincinnati's wildly underrated defense in the AFC playoff to make plays, or Baltimore's or Kansas City's front 7. I don't.
It's crazy because just a year ago, conversation was that the Dolphins' defense was nice. A year or 2, for the past 2 years, really. And now it's kind of flip-flop. Their defense isn't terrible, but they're not good like they used to be. I feel like 2 years ago they had a really good defense. I feel like they kind of let go of players here and there, like role players, and switched up some stuff, and I feel like it kind of dwindled. But I mean, what comes with it? Their offense is at a different level. So I mean, they paid that price. Then their offense is only gonna get better. So by default, their defense is only going to get better with time. But I'll take it for now.
Trust this defense. Dolphins at 5.
Number 4.
The Bills. Here's the good news. Last couple of weeks, they found a run game. Here's the bad news. Now their defense has leaks. They're a team that doesn't have a ton of nuance. They have to win by knockout. They don't jab or move well. But I think they recognize their issues, and they have found a running game in the last couple of weeks. But now you're seeing some leaks on that defense. Listen, they're dangerous. They're explosive. They look like Super Bowl participants look like. They just got to clean up some stuff.
I think I'll take this rating, considering that they do have 3 losses. 3, right? But if they can get that run game consistently going, that's going to add a new, strong dynamic to this offense, and it'll be much more deadlier. That's just like how the Chiefs just found a run game with Isaiah Pacheco, to make them so much more deadlier. Buccaneers just found a run game with Rashad White. Tandem him with a healthy Leonard Fournette, make them so much more dangerous. You have good passing offenses and you add a good run game, make them so much more dangerous. But the Bills, I guess his comments on defense. I think are they still battling injuries? Y'all let me know. I don't really know all the details. You know, I only watch the highlights, so I only know so much. But y'all enlighten me, educate me.
Number 3.
I think the most underrated team in the league
Oh.
is Cincinnati. So they lose their star receiver, top 5 receiver in the league. They lose their star running back, top 5, 6 running back in the league. And they've had 400-plus total yards in 3 of their last 4 games. This team is deep, a reservoir of talent. Burrow is unbelievable. And their defense, you just can't name any of their starters. I don't love their corners, but it's a real defense that...
Jesse Bates, Logan Wilson, Eli Apple, Trey Hendrickson. Dang, it's some guys on the D line that I know, but their names aren't coming to mind. It's kind of tough. I got a few. They got some players. I ain't gonna lie, they definitely do. Yeah, I can't think of all these names right now. Blank.
Shut Pittsburgh down and has shut multiple teams down in the second half. Joe Mixon will come back. He's battling a concussion. Jamar Chase coming back. But listen, when you can lose your top 2 stars and
I think they said Chase supposed to come back this week. I think so.
That's something. And Burrow remains, like Mahomes, a great quarterback trailing on the road, second halves in big spots. I wouldn't want to play him. I wouldn't want to play this team in the playoffs. They're never out of a game.
Number 2.
I love my 49ers. Now they're getting healthy. Listen, you guys were bailing on them all year. They're finally healthy. Pro Bowlers in every unit. Now, 63% of Garoppolo's passing yards come after the catch. They don't throw the ball deep. They don't throw it up the sideline. It's death by 1,000 cuts. So there's a way they win, but they're 4-0 against their division. Each win by 15-plus points. They have, in my opinion, separated, much like the Chiefs, from their division.
Number 1.
Niners. Excuse me, y'all. Niners. I can't be mad at that rating. I do feel it's high. Can't be mad at it though, because the other night it was the Cardinals, but they look like one of the best teams in the league. Like, you can argue and say that looks like they could be the best team in the league. Like, offensively, plethora of weapons, multiple weapons, at least 5 players who can legit have good games and turn a tide in the game, or control, a game. I put Ayuk in there. I feel like Elijah Mitchell could dominate a game. I think he can run for 100. I think, C-Mac, of course, could do it. He can do 100. We can see Debo go for 180, or 175. He hasn't really done it this year, but, he's capable. Kittle, dominant tight end. And then, Ayuk, of course, he's been playing really good this year. So these past 4 weeks, offensively looking like one of the most talented offenses in the league, and they have a consistent style of football. And defensively, they just play good defense. It's interesting to see how things will play out with them. Because I feel like with these top teams, I feel like they can be beat by them, but they can beat all of them too. I feel like they're up there, but let's finish this.
Kansas City, no arguing it. We talked about it earlier this week. They're not only the best team that can overcome mistakes, play with a lead, play on the road, play from behind, but they're a really smart team. They figure problems out. I always think, what does a team do on third down? What does a team do in the red zone? Andy Reid piles a lot on this team offensively, and Mahomes is just intellectually.
They got a play for every down, a play for every situation, a play for every player on the roster offensively.
If you beat them, you have to knock them out. Because if it goes to later rounds and you don't finish them off, they'll finish you off if there's only 13 seconds on the clock. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.
Excuse me, y'all. But running back, let's check out this top 10. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. I'm trying to pause it here.
This week, they're not only the best team that can overcome.
Not bad. 10 Bucks, 9 Vikings. This is not a bad list in my opinion. Most controversial one is the Bengals. But I do agree with him to an extent that the Bengals they look very good from time to time. They look like they could hang with any of these teams. So, let me know y'all thoughts. We'll go ahead and jump into predictions. I took longer on this, way longer than I expected. Here we are, week 12 predictions. Try to run through the best that I can. Buffalo, Detroit. We're giving it to Buffalo, of course. Just gonna check out the injuries, but ain't too much to talk about here. Definitely think this is a no-brainer. Do I see? Oh, Jameson Williams still out. Okay, so he's out. This man Kirby Joseph been balling. Giants versus Dallas. Oh, these are Thanksgiving games. Oh, okay. Buffalo. This should be a solid game. I think the Lions they'll come to play. I think it'll be hopefully not a blowout, but if it is what it is. But I think Lions will come to play, and then the Bills will take off as the game progresses. Giants and Cowboys divisional matchup, 2 winning records. I'm gonna give it to Dallas, playing a lot better. I think they beat them earlier this year, so we might have a sweep. Then just seeing how the Giants just lost this past week is interesting. Wandale Robinson is out for the year, missing a lot of receivers. Gotta do something about that, man. Definitely got to. They're a good team, just not there yet. They're doing good, We're doing good this year, but we're not there yet. Dak Prescott, everybody there for the most part. Missing a lot of players on defense. Got a lot of injuries on defense. We're giving it to the Cowboys though. New England versus Minnesota. Minnesota just got blown out badly. I'm gonna give it to New England. Their defense has been playing really good. Playing well enough offensively. I gonna say they played good last week because we've seen what happened last week. But they just have a nice defense. Just have one of the best defenses in the league. The way they've been playing as of late. But they've been playing some good defense. Pretty sure they won't do the Vikings how they got done last week. But I'm expecting to see a competitive game, but I think I'm gonna roll with the Patriots on this one here. Let's see. Sunday, got the Broncos and Panthers. I should be able to get these games out quick because I'm gonna be here to record. The Broncos, Denver Broncos versus the Panthers. Russell Wilson, Latavius Murray is now the starting running back. Panthers play good defense from time to time. So does the Broncos. I'm gonna give it to the Broncos. They both competitive defenses, but the difference is the Broncos have a better offense. Not saying their offense is playing that good or anything. Another starting quarterback change. Not saying the Broncos offense is just that good or anything, but they're better. So it's just that simple. Cleveland Browns versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm gonna give it to the Buccaneers. Should be a good game. They getting their run game going. Looking forward to see how it's all how that continues to pan out. Go ahead and check out the Tampa Bay. I think all the receivers healthy now. They were healthy last week. Their run game will take so much pressure off of them, man. I hope Leonard Fournette plays. I want to see him and Rashad White get it in. Keyshawn Vaughn, he's pretty solid. Get some snaps in here and there. Got the Texans versus the Dolphins. Dolphins automatic dub. Kyle Allen playing. Davis Mills has been benched. Pretty healthy team. Let's see. Miami Dolphins. They're coming off a bye week too, so gonna be fresh. Oh, is Jeff Wilson a starter now? Let me know. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think it's bad, but It's kind of wild. That's all. So yeah, Dolphins, Bears versus Jets. I'm picking the Jets. I know Mike White is playing, but I like the Jets as a team better than I like the Bears. Mike didn't play terrible last year when he did play, but I just like the Jets better as a team. It has nothing to do with the quarterback. Justin Fields, David Montgomery, Khalil Herbert still out. Okay, yeah. Jets. We got the Bengals versus Titans. Oh, that's gonna be a good game. That is gonna be a good game. I'm gonna pick the Bengals in this one. They're playing at Tennessee. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a good game. Joe Mixon questionable. Jamar Chase supposed to come back. Guys, this is gonna be good. Tennessee Titans. Tannehill. Oh, got two good defenses. Two solid. Well, one good offense, one solid offense. Who just wins? But I think I'll pick the better offense in this one, which is Bengals. I think they can make this game. I think this will be a competitive game. I think they can make it. I think they'll come out more competitive, more better. I don't know what wordage I was looking for. We got the Falcons versus the Commanders. I'm picking them. Should be a good game though. It's gonna be a good game. Mariota, Cordell Patterson, everybody there for the most part. Washington. Taylor Heineke, Brian Robinson, Terry McLaurin. Got B-Rob listed as a starter. It is just does ESPN just have their own depth chart or something on depth chart rankings? Chase Young could possibly be coming back. Is this? It says questionable, so y'all let me know if that's accurate. They've been playing good without him, man. So once you get a guy like that back, oh gosh, going to another level. Chargers versus the Cardinals. We're picking the Chargers, of course. I don't know if Collin's healthy. Okay. Picking the Cardinals though. I mean Chargers. Apologies. A lot of players questionable and injured. Let's see, Los Angeles Chargers. Mike didn't practice. Keenan did. Keenan got in a full practice. Looks like Keenan is back and healthy. Sure, they're gonna slowly, get him in there. But let me see how many snaps he actually played this past week. Let me check that. Keenan. Oh, he played 68% of snaps. So he played a decent amount. Oh, all right. Well, we'll see. But yeah, definitely. Joey. When is he coming back? All right, yeah. Chargers. We have the Raiders versus Seahawks. We're picking the Seahawks in this one. It could be a good game though. Definitely could be a good game. Raiders. We got Seattle. They look pretty healthy offensively. Defensively, they got their main guys there. I'm so curious how this team would be playing with Jamal Adams right now. Like they're playing good without him. I'm curious, like how much. Like I'm curious if he would throw things off or he would take things to another level. The Raiders. Everybody there. I'm gonna roll with the Seahawks on this one. I think it'll be a good game. Rams versus Chiefs. We're picking the Chiefs, of course. We're just looking at the depth chart for injury purposes. I know the Rams typically have a good run defense, but I'm curious how Pacheco is gonna do against them. Stafford is out again, so that's why Bryce Perkins came in. So what happened with Stafford? Oh, a neck issue. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a dub. The Saints versus 49ers. We're picking the 49ers, of course. There's not much conversation there at all. Christian McCaffrey there. Everybody healthy. Gosh, you got a lot of players healthy on that offense. A lot of players healthy on defense too. They're coming together, man. New Orleans. Solid. What happened to that? What happened to that? Oh, here he is, Peyton Turner. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, what happened to him? Like I haven't seen his name in a while. Green Bay versus Philly. Picking Philly. Green Bay could have the upset though, no doubt about it. They're not a terrible team. They could have the upset. We got Philadelphia Eagles. Rolling past everybody. Jalen Hurts. Everybody, guys, they got a healthy team too. Green Bay. What's that? Rodgers. Pittsburgh and Indianapolis. Let's see. The Steelers and the Colts. I said the Eagles, yeah. Steelers and the Colts. I ain't gonna lie, this would be a good game. Cool. Neither one of these teams are primetime teams right now, but there are both competitive teams. I think I'm gonna pick the I'll pick the Colts. I'll pick the Colts to win. It should be a good game though. Definitely should be a good game. Matt Ryan, Taylor. Well, that's it, man. We'll end it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for watching another week, man. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. Hit that like button for me.